coming in right now. These are scenes coming in from outside the Indian embassy in Dhaka, where some protests broke out, and they were targeting the Indian embassy, a Bangladeshi group targeting the Indian embassy in Dhaka. They were marching towards the Indian embassy. Remember, in fact, New Delhi has also had summoned the Bangladeshi envoy today. And at the same time, we see that Bangladeshi group targeting Indian embassy. They were stopped on their way, in fact, but the fact that they were taking out this march to target the Indian embassy. Visuals just coming in on your screens in a few moments from now. India, remember, today summoned Bangladesh High Commissioner after the Seven Sisters remark, and now you have this visual. There you can see this whole group. Apart from those who are recording this, you also see some police personnel as well in the frame. And these barricades they are attempting to breach the barricades also because there's heavy security deployment. As today, remember, India had summoned Bangladesh High Commissioner after the Seven Sisters remark, and by NCP, Bangladesh party leader Hasnat Abdullah's anti-India remark. And now we see, on the other hand, this anti-India movement in Dhaka is only picking up a momentum with this kind of a march that is being taken out. Even young people, we see almost teenagers there, or I don't know, they are students, or many people who are part of this group. Shavan Sen joins us on the broadcast. Shavan, tell us more about this march that was taken out and this protest, this group that was heading towards the Indian embassy.
Well, in fact, the reports that we have right now, this protest started roughly around 3:30 this afternoon, and the protest march was towards the Indian embassy. The demand that they have made is with regards to the extradition of Sheikh Hasina. In fact, Mohammad Yunus's administration has already made an official request to India with regards to extradition of Sheikh Hasina. It seems that attempts were basically made to break the barricades and move towards the Indian embassy. We're also trying to get an official confirmation coming in from the Indian embassy with regards to whether at all some security breach has actually taken place or not. But it seems that the matter escalated a little after 4 o'clock when the barricades were broken. This actually happened in front of Hussain Market in Badda, which is where the Indian embassy is. Now, at the spot, what we are being told, that people of July Unity, they took a position at Pragati Sarani, and where the long march could not proceed, that's where they were essentially stopped. But the plan was basically to carry out these protests outside the Indian embassy. And in fact, this comes on a day when you've already had the Bangladesh High Commissioner who was summoned by the Ministry of External Affairs following several comments that have been made by Bangladeshi political leaders over the last few days, particularly targeting the northeastern states. And that is something that the Ministry of External Affairs has taken a strong objection about, a message that has already been sent across to the Bangladeshi envoy here in the national capital. But remember, this is not the first time that we are looking at some protests taking place at the Indian embassy in Dhaka, particularly after Sheikh Hasina was here. In fact, with Sheikh Hasina in the national capital, India has made its position very clear as far as Sheikh Hasina's presence here. And in fact, this is a decision that would be taken purely by Sheikh Hasina, whether at all she basically returns to Dhaka or not. Time and again, Sheikh Hasina, while speaking to Awami League leaders, have already made her intentions very clear that she would want to return when it is conducive, because given the fact that she faces multiple death threats also. So these are important aspects that ought to be highlighted right now, given the fact that these are essentially at a time when the protests have only intensified.